The other day, Craig Ballantyne was asking me, what exactly did you do as a leader that you weren't doing before? And I was able to break down leadership into 3 things. I decided to become more decisive, to communicate better, and then to stop reacting to bad things and problems and start responding to them. A boss, a decision maker, a leader will oftentimes have a million decisions to make throughout the day. As simple as, do I wear short socks or tall socks today? Do I wear white shirt or black shirt? Well, those are simple decisions that we make and we don't even think twice about. But there's also decisions like, did my team member run the ads exactly how I wanted the ads to be run on Facebook? If the answer is no, what do you do to have that conversation? You have to decide to have that conversation, but if you don't, then now you have resentment towards that team member. Soon enough, that team member feels that something's off between me and the boss, and now they're wondering, do I need to be looking for a new job? Does the boss hate me? Am I underperforming? They're not going to approach you because they're afraid to approach you, and you ought to be approaching them. And so I decided that I'm going to be super decisive on everything, and any opportunity that I get to connect and communicate, I'm going to do that right away. There was a time that I had pulled someone into my office to fire, but ended up realizing, oh my gosh, this isn't the person I need to fire. And literally, we were having that conversation, and the person's like, and then they explained to me what was going on. I was like, holy cow. And so I was making the wrong decision, but I was able to course correct and go, you know what, dude? My fault. I apologize for putting you through this traumatic experience. But sometimes as a leader, you make decisions and you have to make them fast and you don't have all the information. And so when you realize it's not the right decision, you then have to course correct. The problem that most leaders have is when they become indecisive and don't make any decision, and that leads to chaos, and that leads to poor communication, that leads to resentment. And so I decided to make fast decisions and then course correct if they were the wrong decision. I decided to communicate openly and honestly with every single person on my team, from the top to the bottom, and just say, look, I'm coming from a place of love, I'm coming from a place of caring, and I'm coming from a place of where I love my clients and my business, so here's how we need to do business. Communication and decisiveness then led to no more reacting. So when something would go wrong, I used to be the guy that would send an angry text message in a very passive-aggressive kind of way. And I would emotionally react instead of thinking about, okay, did the person mean to screw this up? Probably not. So how about I become a good leader and a good coach and respond with, here's what went wrong, here's how you could do it different. Do you understand that? Can you explain to me that you can do it different? Yes, great. That's a response. So when you react emotionally to something, the person that you're reacting to usually goes on shutdown, and then they go into the defense, right? And now they're defending themselves, and they're not in a position to listen and hear and absorb the coaching that you're going to give them. So really the secret to great leadership, as I manned up in my business and really turned Fit Body Bootcamp around a massive corner, was to become decisive and make fast decisions, to communicate openly and honestly with my team, with my clients, with business partners, and then of course to no longer react to situations, but to respond with clarity and strategy. And that's made all the difference in the world for me.